Yo guys, what's going on? It's Icy Gamers here, and today we're here to talk about the number one deck in the meta being Darkrai Giratina. So this deck has changed a lot since it first came out. Back when it first came out, people were running it with Druddigon. Now, most people have cut the Druddigon completely because it caused some hands to be a lot worse than others. And we've replaced it with a lot of healing items, being the potions, the Pokemon Center ladies. So here is what a current Master Darkrai Giratina list looks like, with 2 Giratina, 2 Darkrai, 2 Potions, 2 Pokeball, 2 Giant Capes, 1 Rocky Helmet, double Research, 1 Sabrina, 1 double Leaf, 1 Cyrus, double Center Lady, and 1 Red. So we're gonna go and take this deck into the ranked ladder, and we're gonna see how the number 1 deck looks. And of course, remember, only Dark Energy. Whenever you make the decks, for some reason it always auto-includes energy. I think that feature should be able to be turned off. Is what I was trying to get to say there. So we're gonna be starting off against a fighting deck. So we have Pokeball, Research, Cape, pretty solid hand. Hopefully we can find that Giratina. That would be nice. All right, let's go for Pokeball. No Giratina yet. We do still have another chance with the Research. I'm actually going to put Rocky Helmet on and discourage some attacking, potentially. Because if they want to attack us, they're going to take 20, and then Darkrai's going to do another 20, and that damage can add up quite a bit over time. I don't think they got the best start in Riolu, so it's a little bit fine for us here. If it was a Sudowoodo, we'd be telling a lot different story right now. But so far, so good. See, it completely discouraged them from attacking, which is crazy. We're just gonna attach the energy, do the 20 damage. I'm not putting Darkrai down yet, although I could. They're not gonna one-shot us, so there's no rush to put it down. A red card would actually be insane if they get that, though. Iono, honestly, I am not mad about that, Iono. Got a Leaf, another Darkrai, Pokeball, that's Giratina, Cyrus, Sabrina. They've already drawn all their basics. What in the world is that? So their hand just has to be all basics, right? Riolu. What else are they playing? They have to have something else. So this is 60 damage? That's fine. Rocky Helmet's gonna put them down to 60 themselves. Pokemon Center Lady, nice. We'll grab our Giratina. And let's go and use the Pokemon Center Lady. Darkrai, Giratina. I'll go and use Cape. Darkrai can definitely take another hit, especially with the Pokemon Center Lady right there. And we will use our Broken Space Bellow. Next turn we'll be able to attack, which is going to be huge. Of course, whenever you get Giratina late, it doesn't feel nearly as good, because you have to give up your attack for the card, so you always want to see it as early as possible, either turn 1, 2, 3, or 4. So they can do 80 damage here. They're actually gonna take... Wait, we just win next turn. Oh no, from the Rocky Helmet. Alright, let's just attach. Do the 20 damage. And then Riolu will come in and get taken out by the Darkrai. No need to BM or anything like that, we're just gonna attack. And that's gonna be 1 game over to Darkrai Giratina. Starting Giratina is great. Of course, they could Misty us, but it wouldn't even be enough to take out Giratina anyway. So we're gonna start off with a Pokeball. They definitely didn't get the best start. Oh my goodness, it just gets better and better. Pokeball. Another Darkrai. Okay. Let's go research. Sabrina and Rocky Helmet. I don't think they're going to be attacking us anytime soon. I think I prefer a giant cape, but we can wait. A Misty would be very problematic, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. But we have Sabrina and Cyrus. We can... Though there is the Misty. Maybe I should have put the Rocky Helmet on. Don't have to worry about it. They're going to roll a Tails. Put the energy onto the Magikarp. There's a giant cape. I could Sabrina them, but they could just leap out anyway. Then I could Cyrus them the next turn if they have... Alright, so this is gonna be a little awkward, but we will do it this way. Just to get rid of that. It's kind of crazy, but... We're gonna get the damage going. We're gonna put the cape on you. Although, maybe it was better to put on the Darkrai. We'll use the Broken Space Bellow. A Leaf would be great next turn. We can Cyrus out the Magikarp. If they don't have the evolution, of course. This is looking pretty good. But of course, you never know what your opponent could draw, right? So they're gonna put a second energy onto the Magikarp. Are they gonna leap out here? Or are they do they have the Gyarados? Yeah, just leap out. Into the Palkia. Alright, that's what we were hoping for. So we can Cyrus that. We can put energy onto the Darkrai. And I actually think they're just gonna concede. Alright, just in case of Misty, we probably do want some stuff in the back. Double Darkrai. And we'll use our research here. Broken Space Bellow. Sure. Grabs the Pokeball. Into another Palkia. There it is. There's the Misty. Unfortunate Misty for them. They can do 30 damage. Which is actually pretty big. Alright, we can do that. I think drawing here is probably better for us. Anything else? Like Sabrina, that didn't really do much. Yeah, I guess I'll keep you topped off. And we'll use Broken Space Bellow. Don't think there's a reason to put the other Giratina down. Do they have another Misty by chance? Or some other healing items? Alright. Research is fine. No, that means no Misty this turn. That's huge. 10 cards left in deck, so they definitely could still have the Misty. Giant Cape. Sure. Potion to 170. So now you won't really get taken down by the Giratina. Although next turn potentially you can. So we're gonna say if we can find a Dawn, then we're in business. That's gonna be pretty unlikely. We also have red, so we can just take them down anyway with the red. So yeah, now Giratina's online next turn. They have to do something. They probably are gonna heal though. If they have another heal, they're safe. Or if like they have a Misty and they roll 1, then they're safe as well. They do have another heal, so they will live, unfortunately. Mars. It's pretty good Mars. Mars is actually kind of huge a lot of the time. Alright, Sabrina. I guess Sabrina, then. The odds that they don't have a leaf are pretty high, with only 1 card in hand. Could also leaf myself. But I will take damage. I don't know what the odds are that they have a leaf or not. I think I'm gonna potion. And I will Sabrina. Alright, so we just said so if they don't have leaf. Yeah, we can keep the Giratina in play anyway. No leaf, we can take out the Palkia next turn. 7 cards in hand, or in deck. They have 8. Are they gonna put energy on the Palkia? Girta is fine. It does buy them another turn, unfortunately. But it puts us in a fine position. Oh, I could actually do that. That's kind of cool. Leaf into Darkrai. That gives us Giratina for next turn. They do have to discard 2 energy if they want to do that, though. Alright, so we go up to 2 points. They're gonna have that fully healthy Palkia come in. They are gonna have to use their 150 attack on us. Research is very scary. Now they could have lines to Misty or things like that. 5 cards left in deck. Sabrina is also a possibility. Alright, we're gonna put Giratina up. Red. Wait, does red win us the game? They go to 150. We do 130. Yeah, red wins us the game here. Alright, we'll take it. That's gonna be game number 3. With 20 HP to spare. Magikarp. We will Cape. I think Cape is better in this situation. And then we'll use our research. Giratina's huge! Literally, whenever you start Giratina, it feels so good. I'll put a Rocky helmet on you. Might as well. And then we'll just pass. Pokeball, probably gonna go leap out into Manaphy, but starting Magikarp, not ideal for them at all. Also, hopefully they draw into their origin form Palkia. Misty. Yo, all these Misties have been flipping tails today. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see that. There is the Manaphy. And this does make them lose a lot of tempo. Because they didn't get to use the Manaphy this turn. We're gonna research a course. We'll use the Pokeball to either find another Darkrai or another Giratina. I don't know if I'm supposed to put it down right away, but we'll do that. And then we'll go Broken Space Bellow. If I gotta find a Sabrina right now, then we're really cooking. But probably won't be able to do that. And they probably already have Gyarados, I would imagine, if they only started. Oh, maybe not. Holy. I mean, there's literally no reason for me to do anything else here, right? Broken Space Bellow. The crazy thing is, Magikarp doesn't or Gyarados doesn't even one-shot us. Pokemon Communication. That's fine. Sure. There it is, there's the Gyarados. Oh, if only we had Sabrina right now, we could... They had their own Sabrina. Yeah, I have Leaf. So that's not too big a deal. And they also, will die if they don't have any healing items here. So we're A-okay with this. Alright, let's see what they decide to do. Do you have healing items, or are you just gonna let the Manaphy go down? Alright, they're just gonna let it go down. That's fine. Yes, another energy onto the Gyarados. Another Leaf. Oh, I don't know why I put it onto the... I guess it's fine. It is fine. We do have Giant Cape. So it works. We do have the Leaf. So we are going to retreat into the Darkrai here. And we'll go for the 80 damage. That's actually huge. Gyarados will save them. Unfortunately. But we still get another attack off of Darkrai if they do that. Alright, that's fine. Taking out the Darkrai is all good. Trying to debate if there's any reason to use anything here. Red, Pokemon Center Lady, Potion. I think... Actually, that Gyarados is pretty scary if it, We can do 100. They can go down to 20. Alright, let's just use the red here. And then being at 20 HP's hopefully good. The most annoying thing, of course, is gonna be if they get the energy off of the Giratina. Then we're kind of cooked. Well, not cooked, but we'll live. Alright, there's 140. I think they just took it off the Darkrai. So now we just win by attacking. Yep, GG's. And we definitely want to find a Darkrai. Finding the Darkrai instead of the Giratina with the Pokeballs would be huge here. Alright, so we're gonna start off with Pokeball. Please, Darkrai. Okay, I mean, it's fine, it's fine. We still have a chance to draw into the Darkrai. No Darkrai's. So that is unfortunate. There's no reason to use anything yet. We'll hold off for now. The second copy of Giratina could also be put into play here as well. They have so many cards in hand, like I have no idea what they're... They have to have like... What do they have in hand right now? They're just passing. There's Darkrai, that's huge. Alright, we're gonna kill and I guess we'll put you guys down. I'm gonna research. Cape and Center Lady. So we're gonna cape you. And then I guess I can potion you up. And start stacking energy onto this Darkrai. I'll even Rocky Helmet this. Next turn we can Leaf. The problem is we need another Psychic Energy onto the Giratina. Okay, so this is the Druddigon variant. And that's fine. We don't have any way to retreat Giratina. I mean, we don't have any way to get their Darkrai back in the front. But I feel like we don't need to. We could definitely take it slow. Alright. We have Sire. Well, now I have a way to get you in. But I think for now, I'm gonna Leaf. Do I even Leaf actually? Not yet. Maybe I just Center Lady. Get you down. We'll just Center Lady for now. Then I'm gonna use my Broken Sway spell. So now I can attack next turn, and we also can use Cyrus to take out Darkrai. Which is huge. Unless, of course, they heal. Professor's Research. They'll need a potion. Another Darkrai, that's fine. And so what else you got? What else you got? gonna attach onto that Darkrai. That's intriguing. They're just gonna pass. We have a potion. That's perfect. We're gonna Cyrus that out. We will potion you. And we will attach to the Darkrai, get you down to 100. And we will take you out with our Chaos Impact. We are now in a very good spot. We can basically one-shot whatever they bring in, unless they have a giant cape. So they're going to bring in the Darkrai. That's fine. They have no way to get 3 energy on anyway. And this might be 5-0 unless I'm missing something. But yeah, I think this deck feels the best deck to climb in ranked in my opinion. 2 Giratina, 2 Darkrai's. It's very hard to beat that, especially with all the healing items you can play. Puts us down to 110. That's all good. What else you got? Anything? Or we just concede? Iono! Literally doesn't matter, to be fair. Leaf. I guess the only thing that they could do is maybe Sabrina, if they had that. Still don't think it would have mattered. But yeah, this is the old variant. You see the variant without Druddigon came out on top. So the new variant, no Druddigon, is the way it would seem. 5-0 on the day. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys really want to climb ranked, try this deck out, and you guys will win a lot. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Till then, peace out, everyone.